welcome to the Land Ranger. Sorry about the lack of posting lately. I've had some health things come up and doing a lot better now, so it's been a blessing to be able to actually sit down today. I'm on PTO, so I'm actually able to sit down today and do what I promised months ago. I'm building my home DOCSIS lab, ISP basically, using a harmonic NSG EXO and an Arris surfboard modem. There was not a lot of documentation about this online. As a matter of fact, the DOCSIS forums didn't even really point me in the right direction or allow me to make an account to ask questions. So the tool that I used to build the configuration file, I just clicked around and did things until it worked. And it seems to work. And again, this is a 3.0, DOCSIS 3.0. So it doesn't support 3.1, but it's fine for a lab setting, right? Because we've been able to actually learn how it works, and essentially in the simplest form, without breaking this down, it's basically just modulation, RF modulation for internet. And it's this particular CMTS, which stands for Cable Modem Termination System, is designed for a hybrid fiber coaxial network. So essentially, the last mile of the service provider would typically be where you would put this CMTS, and then from the CMTS to the home would be coaxial or copper, whereas northbound would be fiber. So, without getting into the nitty gritty, because I've never worked for a service provider, this is just things that I've learned and studied about. From my understanding, something like this would be, at the end of a subdivision, or something in a closet there, and feeding that neighborhood that doesn't have a fiber infrastructure. Additionally, it also supports various TV services without using a combiner. So a combiner is typically what you would see, from my understanding. I could be totally wrong about this. Again, I've not worked in a service provider network, and I've never dealt with DOCSIS. So from my understanding, a combiner would combine TV and internet over that same pipe. So where we're using NXB, which is for the RF modulation, which is like 500 megahertz, or 560 megahertz, I think, for the channels. I'm not exactly sure what bandwidth that is. I'll probably put that in text somewhere right here after this film. But basically, a combiner would combine TV and internet all on one pipe. But the fun part is that this harmonic is actually bonded, meaning that I don't have to have an upstream or a downstream separate port and then use a splitter or a combiner. Instead, it's all on one cable. And that is awesome, because it's just literally a cable TV. It's RG, I think that's RG6, straight through. I do have 4 10 decibel attenuators, because it was so loud that the actual cable, I was really impatient. I tried plugging in the modem directly into the CMTS, and the RF modulator thing, the little chip, was really warm, like probably fry an egg on it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not good. It would never come up. It would never bond. So I got 4 10 dB attenuators, which is 40 decibels, which are in line with the modem on the RF port. So yeah, welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy. I'm not going to do a config on this. On this video, I just want to show, how it works, the speeds we get. I'll run through the configuration, but I'm not going to configure it from scratch here, because I wanted to figure out how to actually do this myself, and I didn't film that part. But I will upload a video of the configuration on this, and we'll go from there. So yeah, stick around. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we've got the CMTS is up and online, and our cable modem is plugged in. It's just no power right now. And I've got TCP dump listening because this is actually the cable modem management network. It's called Segmented Menage. I think that's the right subnet. Let me look. Yeah, that is the right subnet. All right. Yeah, that's my Segmented Menage network, not to be confused with Segmented Management. If Dan Egan is watching this video, Menage is how you pronounce it, not manage. And then here's the actual CMTS. So let's go ahead and look at the connection here. So again, just like my PLTE video, northbound here, this is an X435. This is running XOS, known as switch engine. Northbound of this, most of this is just lab gear, right? But northbound of this, I've got a 5520 doing SPBM, so 8021AQ fabric with ISIS. And then, of course, northbound of that is a FortiGate. So the cable modem is the 6121. And there's my attenuators, single port. And so if I go show logging here, we can see that I just booted this thing. So, there's not a whole lot going on that since it did just boot up. So I could actually do the command show cable modem, and there is probably not gonna, so there's the cable modem because it was online. So 6 Charlie Alpha 0881 8 Delta Charlie 7, it is offline, there's no CPE. So if we go ahead and look at the show running config on this guy, again, I just winged this. This is what our config looks like for getting these connected. The gigabit, there's 2 uplinks on this CMTS. You could either do the SFP port, or you could do the gigabit Ethernet for uplink. I chose the gigabit Ethernet because my X435 doesn't have SFP. Basically, again, I didn't want to go too deep in the config, but all you have to do on this thing was dumb easy to set up. Interface the uplink that you want, so either SFP or gigabit 0, admin state it up, create your sub-interfaces. So sub-interface cable modem, this is our management network. Turn on encapsulation.1q for 8021Q. VLAN 254. Here's our customer premise equipment, which is a public IP. This is routable in my network, and its VLAN is 789. And then the management for the actual CMTS is right here, so it's .69, VLAN 110. Everything else is default, all except for I set Annex B for US DOCSIS by just literally running the command Annex B, and it builds the rest of this for you. And that's about it. And I haven't done anything else other than the TCP dump here, where I actually built the beautiful DOCSIS config. So let's go ahead and boot this guy up. And of course, like I said, we'll do another video and I'll do the DOCSIS config. That way everyone can kind of see. But for now, let's just get this thing powered on. Too many cables. Just plug it in. Then sit it right here. And the server that you're looking at now at TCP dump, that's actually the server that is feeding the CM file, the cable modem file. So for the configuration, so let's go ahead and watch this. We can actually see the show DOCSIS or cable DS downstream 0. There's only one. So here's the channels. So 561 megahertz all the way through 651 megahertz. 256 modulation. And then we could actually do US RF port 0 to see our upstream. And then 16.8 is the center frequency with 6.4 megahertz, I believe. So let's, Yep, so as you can see, the cable modem did just grab the TFTP file, or the CM file from TFTP. So the name of it is sb6121.cm. If we go to my FortiGate, all I did here was on the management network was set file name and then the TFTP server, and it does the rest. So we actually should be up now. Yep, be online. Yep, so we're now online. Cable modem. And if I grab a Ethernet cable and my trusty USB-C, wherever that might be, I gotta find it. Should have been prepared, huh? Should have been prepared. This is my fault. What am I doing? All right, let me look. Gotta get in the bag here. This is my lab gear. All right, is it in here? Nope. Dang, where's it at? Did I lose my USB-C? Nick. Maybe. Is it in here? Oh. No. Well, dang, where is this thing? Seriously? I guess I lost it. Either that or it's like somewhere else, maybe. Oh, it's right here. Ha. Yeah, should have been prepared. So now, let's plug in our customer premise equipment. So let me just grab that and boot my Mac up here. Okay, yeah, I want to allow it to connect, of course. Sorry, I don't have a screen recorder on my Mac. Let me open up Terminal, and then let's grab this guy. Kind of short cable, but it'll work. And then bring this over nya, sit him right nya, and then let's plug him into nya. Yeah, there we go. We now have a link. So it's not showing a CPE, but actually we should be seeing, let me log into my layer 2 switch. Ooh. I don't know if I got LLDP on this guy. No, I don't. One moment. Struggle bussing. I like to struggle bus. CM, cable modem, port 4. Show FDB, port. One-handed. There we go. So one of these is my MacBook, one is the cable modem, and then one is the CMTS. All this is on one port, so we don't have node alias on this version of XOS, but that's fine. Anyway, if I do if config, and then pipe grep 41, you see we got 40.41.44.4, and if I do let me just close out of this, easier to do this, get sys arp, yep, there's the CMTS, and then here is my MacBook, or should be my MacBook, and if I turn off Wi-Fi here, and then refresh, these are the speeds that I get over DOCSIS. Pretty good. I mean, all things considered, like, I can't say that it's bad at all. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So yep. Yep, and we now have internet, so I could actually like pretty much browse the network or browse the internet, do whatever I want, and it's all going through this guy. I'm not 100% sure why the CMTS does not show any CPEs. So can we do like show MAC maybe question mark? No? Show question mark? Interface question mark? Ah, gigabit, that's not what I wanted. Show ARP? I don't think it's not routing for it. Oh yeah, I guess it would be. So if I ping 40, we should ARP if I do this. It's not routing, but it has an interface in there. So if I do 40.4, maybe 41. Yeah, there it's incomplete. So I guess that I don't know what it's doing there. That's weird. Show question mark cable question mark modem question mark bonding? No, that wouldn't be it. I need to see. Well, I mean, we can at least see the summary. That's cool. Look at that. I'm not 100% sure how to show the MAC address table FDB, like a CPE maybe. Will that show us? Okay. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. At least we see it on the switch side, right? So like I can see that MAC over here because I know that's my MacBook, but well, that not my MacBook, but the NIC on my USB. I wish we could see like counters. Does that show us like utilization? Oh yeah, it does. It does show us utilization. Okay, so let's do another speed test. Doesn't look like it's updating though. It should be. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's moving up now. Cool. I don't know why, like, we can't show... I'm gonna lay the camera down and look at interfaces. Oh wow, it actually got a V6. That's funny. Oh well. Show system... No. Show system load. Ah, that's CPU and memory. Show cable... modem log. Oh my! Oh well, yeah. Hey, that's actually good. I'm glad we're seeing this. This is all the cable modems states, and actually, I actually learned about some of this in my CCNA studies many years ago. So this is pretty cool. So it actually goes from offline, all this. I forgot what they meant. I think this one is grabbing the TFTP file or the boot config, and then it's online. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't remember what those mean, but at least I can remember kind of what it does. Primary channel, let's see, what does that do? Okay, so this one's using channels 12 through 15 on the DS downstream, and then 0 through 3 on the upstream. But its primary channel is 12. Phi? Will that show us the... Oh yeah, I think we already tried that. Yeah. So it's just a physical layer. It's not showing us anything else. Wow, that's pretty loud. Jeez. But I guess that doesn't matter because we got the attenuators. Show cable modem. There's literally like no way to... Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, I guess. At least we see the Mac. So if I pull the plug from my computer, this should age out. I just gotta bounce the port. So if I do disable port 4, enable ports 4, show FDB port 4. Oh boy, it may not reinitialize. That might be a problem. Oh wait, no, yeah, there's the... We probably just lost internet. Yeah, we should have anyway, because we don't have layer 2. Okay, let me plug my Mac in and see if I can get an IP back. Yeah, there's my IP. Cool. Yeah, well, that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot to it. And like I said, I've got full internet access, so I can just kind of do whatever I want. I can go to source code here on Libre and then browse the GitHub page, and then you can go to, anywhere we need to go. And that's it. And it's really fast. So, neat stuff. I enjoyed this lab. So next video, we'll build this from scratch again, now that I know what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day. See ya.